Hello, all. It's been quite a while. That was the fan. It's been quite a while since I made a video. I suppose the last time I made a video was before I went to Santa Cruz. That video was very positive, and I believe that this trend is going to continue. After all, today, my physics teacher told me that this has never happened in any other physics class, that the test scores were so bad that he was going to curve it, giving me a A plus, which is really great, honestly. That boosted my. I feel like recently I've had a lot of unassuredness regarding myself and being able to do well and study in school. I have in the past, but it's just this quarter, it's just been like, am I just like a chud or like, something going on? But I think something I used to do in badminton a lot was I would always play down to the competition. Like I wouldn't be playing my true game unless there was someone that made me play my true game. So I always struggle against weaker opponents. But when it's game time, I go crazy. And I think I'm doing that for school. I'm like, some of these classes are just so easy that it's like I'm playing down to the class. I'm not like just getting done when I need to get done. And I want to start doing that. And actually, like sometimes, hey, I'm just going to skip this class because it's fucking late. Like this last class I attended today, I was like literally sitting there bored as fuck because I was like, bro, I already know all this from a previous class. Like, why am I here? And I had to go to office hours, so I kind of just want to wait it out. But maybe I should have just left and studied for one of my harder classes, Like, why am I playing down to the competition like that? Second, I'm going to open my blinds. But I suppose all this is trivial compared to wanting to know what happened in Santa Cruz, which overall is a very good trip. Not in the way it originally intended to be. I had a lot of fun seeing Niall and Daniel and Nick and Althea and Gus and Aaron. Okay, Aaron and Gus, you guys were clutch at the party, bro. I don't know if you're ever going to see this, but literally my heroes, bro, like outside when we were yapping away. That was the most fun I had. Sorry if I like name dropped you or something. My bad. But yeah. I went to a party and Niall, chill, fun player. But like I think I would go to another one. Like that's more just like, chill, laid back, like sipping like on drinks and like enjoying music. But that one was just like, it felt like if you looked up the word debauchery, that is like what you would find. And it just like wasn't for me. I felt like I was staking out a lot, and maybe that's just because of like insecurity, but not feel good. And otherwise, me and Niall had a very chill weekend. Besides going down on an e-bike at 40 miles an hour, that was really quite scary. But I feel like I was building up to this whole trip because I was like, this is the way I'm going to meet new people, yap, blah, 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 blah. And this is true. I was thinking that. Also, my acne is getting worse. I'm looking at my own face right now. I'm finally going to be getting my Accutane as of tomorrow. I was on a different medication before that was like Accutane, but I wasn't on it for long enough, so we're hopping back on. And it's going to be all good. I'm very, very excited for that. And I'm also going to be able to pay my taxes really soon. So that means I can start spending a lot of money on Korean clothing, which is also very exciting. And I'm cutting, and I'm about to hit like below 180, and I haven't been below 180 since I was sick, which I don't really count, or like since like junior year of high school, which is crazy. But thoughts on living life in Santa Barbara after Santa Cruz. My main thought has been what I would describe as like a surface area of luck. And Niall, you have a convenient example that pops into my head a lot, so I'm going to use that. So thanks. Way Niall met his roommate, current roommate, is he saw him playing guitar. Niall saw him playing guitar on a balcony and was like, "Whoa, guitar is cool." Another guy was like, "Yeah, guitar is cool." And then, they kept fucking talking or whatever, and, boom, now they're friends. That was a completely optional interaction. When Niall was going back to his dorm on whatever day that was, he could have just been like, "Oh, I don't care. I'm going to mind my own business. I'm tired," whatever reason. And, he could be in a completely different situation right now, but he's not. And I think what I have to do is increase. I think the way you meet people the best is by simply luck and having these random interactions that you just hit it off with someone and you start talking about something. I'm sure all of us have had one of those in the past. And what I think you can do to increase those is, one, have more. Obviously, if you have more interactions with people, it's more likely that you'll meet people that you like. Two, be better prepared for these opportunities. And by that, I mean being a better conversationalist, being better at talking to people, as then you're going to be able to get off what you want in your first impression with people. And you're not going to be as scared or anything when talking to people. You'll just take the chance as it appears. And that way, you'll actually be prepared to take the opportunities, and they combine together to make this big, describing a circle, surface area of chance and socializing. And I think if you can increase these factors, that is equivalent to making a circle like this into a larger radius, and it just keeps expanding. Because once you know a few people you like, you can be you spend time with them, and it's you meet their roommates. Oh, I fuck with these guys too, because they're already vetted by the OG person that you fucked with. So okay, great. Now you have all these people. You can meet. It's pretty much you're just all these people are pre-vetted for you to talk to, by the original person. And you have to do less and less work. Okay, so really, the main portion of the work is the first few people, because it could so happen that you meet someone, you fuck with them, you meet their friends, you fuck with them even more, and then you fuck off on the first people. You don't fuck off, but those people you meet again are your goats. And I think that hasn't really happened to me yet. I feel a lot of my friends are friends out of circumstantial stuff more than anything. And not that I don't love them, and I've said this before, but I would genuinely be psychotic without these people. But I don't have anyone who I truly feel I just I'm gonna be yo, you want to go to the gym? Yeah, let's go to the gym. Want to go climbing? Let's go climbing. Just is really interested in all the same stuff that I am. And not that everyone should be, but yeah, I guess not that everyone should be, but it's nice. You can't lie, it's nice. And it's interesting to have interesting friends with different perspectives because then you have a wider worldview. At the same time, it's nice to have people who cherish the same things you do because then when you want to do them, you can always have someone to do them with. And I think that is the hardest thing for me here because right now I have a lot of free time. I do have a pretty important midterm coming up next Friday, so I have plenty of time to study for it. But right now it is 4:56 on Monday as I'm recording this. So right now I have like 4-ish hours to study for it, which I'm not even going to spend. I'm not even going to spend all 4 hours. And then if I was at home, I'd phone up someone and be like, yo, you want to go watch anime right now? But, there ain't anyone like that for me right now. And yeah, I feel like I'm really grateful to everyone, all my friends at home, because I don't even think I'd be allowed to try to do this kind of thing if I wasn't so secure at home, because I would just be like what's the point? I feel secure enough at home to where I can just take a chance here, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And otherwise things are going pretty swell. So to implement those things, I'm trying to, 1, compliment 10 people a day, or have 10 extraneous conversations. And by extraneous, I mean conversations that I wouldn't usually have, or I'd make excuses to not have, tired, fear, whatever. Which is why I say complimenting, because fear is kind of a big thing. You're like, oh, what if someone... Yeah, right now I'm on 9. So I started at 3 and I'm going up 1 a day. So right now I'm on 9. Still need to get 2 more on the day, which is pretty easy. I'll probably just go on a quick walk and be like, yo, nice jacket, bro. Yo, nice hair. Your hair looks nice today. Whatever. And yeah, and then once I get 10, I want to start doing compliment trick shots, complimenting 2 people at the same time. Or one of my friends was telling me about this guy who's like, your shirt, the color of your shirt reminds me of a summer's eve with a crisp breeze in the air washing through the trees type shit. And stuff like that where it's more anxiety inducing to give because stuff like that is embarrassing. And I want to do that because if I just don't get embarrassed, then when the time comes, I'll be able to talk to what I want. And I suppose a few other things. I think I want to minor in history. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to go talk to an advisor soon. But I like Mechie, but it makes me want to kill myself when I have to do 4 STEM problem sets every week. And that's all the work I have. There's no reading. There's no writing. It's just, here's some math, here's some physics, here's some circuits, and here's some fucking beams, and you do stuff with them, and yeah, that's it. You don't get to do anything else besides that. And it sometimes is a little bit frustrating because it's I don't really care about quantum mechanics. That is useless for my major. I don't want to be in this physics class right now. Oh, my ME required circuits class. Why am I here? I have learned everything in this class before. Why am I here? Lovely professor, but why the fuck am I here? Okay? Math, I don't like it, but you gotta take it, right? Fair enough. And the other class, I don't like because I did badly on a midterm, okay? Sue me. But yeah, I want to take a history minor. It's okay, then I'll have reason to actually do something I enjoy every quarter. Yeah. Next quarter, I have Thursday and Friday off, which is excellent. So kind of the goals right now are to just try and talk to more people, I don't want to become like a better version of myself or this or that. But like, I want to become the me who I am with all of you, with everyone. I don't want to be afraid of being myself, regardless of what first impression that gives people. And yeah, I think that and being happy here. I want to tell you guys when I see you guys again that yeah, I'm genuinely like happy to be in Santa Barbara. And sometimes I am, but a lot of the time I'm really not. And look at that fucking chud, bro. Kelsey Lamb biking past my boat. What a fucking chud. But yeah, I want to be happy here. I'm tired of being just like 8 months of my year of just chuz, like schoolwork. Oh, excuse me. But I'm tired of, 2/3 of my year just being schoolwork, and that last third being the only times I really get to enjoy myself. And I don't think I'm depressed. Maybe I am. I don't think I am. But I do find enjoyment here, but it's just not in the same quantity as when I'm home. And I feel like when I was in Santa Cruz, I was able to do school because I still had some obligations while enjoying life, which has never really happened before in Santa Barbara. And I want that to be the norm. And I will leave you guys off with that. I would like to say to everyone to just be considerate of those around you and try hard. And I love you all. Hope everyone is doing well. And that is all. Bye-bye.